I think the easiest thing for me is that you have always been a child who knows yourself. Another easy thing is that people have always gravitated to you, and you've been very charismatic. So those things are relatively, on some level, easy. Because you know, it's not like other children who don't know. I love you. You're a catastrophizer.
I am. It's true.
I mean, you just are. And so bringing you back from the brink sometimes is like damn near impossible. Like, it's like, it's going to be okay. Like, the worst thing is not going to happen. Although sometimes the worst thing does happen. You know, one of the really super positive things is I never thought I would be friendly with your father.
Yeah.
Yeah. A hard thing is when you're irritable. For me, words mean absolutely nothing. It's action.
Yeah.
So, like, if you say, Mom, I hate you, I want to kill you, like, I'm like, do you need me to leave? Like, okay, I'll just go. It doesn't faze me like I think it would faze other people, because I'm just so used to not taking somebody at words, but taking somebody
at action.
I can go home and have a beer and chill out at my house, but you're still going to be with you.
Yeah.
So, you know, I know it's not personal. I know that whatever you're pushing out, there's a whole lot more that's inside.
What do you notice when I'm manic? And what do you notice when I'm depressive?
Well, when you're depressive, I think you're a lot more irritable. And
that's interesting that you say that, because generally speaking, when you're manic, you're more irritable.
I don't think...
Because when people challenge you when you're manic, because mania is very similar to narcissism, in my opinion, in my experience.
Okay.
Where you think you're on top of the world, you think you're a god, you think everybody, like, you think the world revolves around you, you think everybody should, like, bow down to your will.
Yeah.
So generally speaking, you get more irritable when you're manic because people are challenging those notions in you. They're challenging those delusions.
You know, normally you're a 9 p.m. bedtime child.
Yeah.
And when you're texting me or sending me Instagram messages at midnight, I start to worry. Especially if it's multiple days in a row. Like, what are you doing? Why are you up so late? I think I've even said that to you before.
Yeah. You've said that to me in, like, the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. No, I think you're more irritable. I think you're more irritable when you are
depressive.
I think when you're manic, you're very charismatic. I had somebody at, like, the homecoming thing call you Mr. Otterbein to me.
That's funny.
A worker. Every time I'm anywhere, there's Lucas in every committee meeting and in everything. He's involved in all the stuff. I'm like, I know. Tell him that. That, I think, is part of the manic, is being involved in so much stuff and putting your hands in everything and being involved in lots of things. And the perfectionism, I think, is part of the manic, too. But, yeah, and that level of, no, this has to be perfect. And yelling at me, no, Mom, this has to be perfect. No, it doesn't have to be perfect. Like trying to get you back down to earth. No, it's okay. Yeah. But it's, and, you know, obviously, people are drawn to you anyway. They're more drawn to you when you're in a manic episode.
Yeah.
I do have worries. If I'm going to sleep and you're still awake, and I'm waking up in the middle of the night and you're awake, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's not typical.
Right. Yeah.
But you have lots of skills that the men that I've seen with bipolar disorder don't have, or the men that I've seen in general don't have.
Yeah.
Your self-awareness and the fact that you've always been self-aware is a really strong characteristic for you and bodes well. And I think that's one of the reasons that you haven't been in the hospital.